Gentleman for yielding. Mr. Speaker, I rise today in strong support of the HALT tax increases on middle class and seniors act. And I thank the sponsor, Ms. McSally, for her work on this important legislation. Under Obamacare, more Americans have been pushed into high deductible plans that force them to incur massive out-of-pocket costs before insurance kicks in. Yet, just as Americans are shelling out more for health costs, Obamacare upped the amount of money you have to spend on medical expenses in order to qualify for a tax deduction. Seniors initially got a reprieve from this Obamacare tax hike, but that ends next year. And this means that on top of dealing with Obamacare's cuts to Medicare, the harmful medical device tax, and the looming threat of the law's Independent Payment Advisory Board, or commonly called IPAB, seniors will also be forced to adjust to a new tax rule that hits them right in their pocketbook. This is yet another example of how the President's health care law hurts the very people that it pretends to help. Mr. Speaker, I have that until we can repeal and replace Obamacare altogether, we must act to ease the damage of this law wherever possible. And that is why I'm supporting today's legislation. This bill repeals Obamacare tax increase and reinstates the previous threshold of medical expenses as a portion of income that qualify for a tax deduction. It just makes sense that if Americans are already paying more for their health expenses, Washington shouldn't pile on with a tax hike to make matters worse. I urge a yes vote on this bill, and I yield back the balance of my time.